Okay, what are we doing today? Well, I'm trying out a newer camera angle, bigclive.com style. It has a lot of overhead cameras. I'm even going to have a crack at zoom level. So I'm trying out this new camera angle. Now, one of the other things I'm going to try out is my new reflow gun and see if I can melt a bit of gallium with this. So you can hear at the moment it's pretty solid, and I've got a chunk of metal. This is actually out of a 4G Telstra modem dummy unit. They actually put a big hunk of metal in there. And this is a Rose's tin lid that's slightly bent. It's off the top of my sewing machine kit. So I'm going to turn on the SMD rework. I'm going to drop the temperature way down. It's up at about 400 at the moment. So we're over here and we're winding the temperature down to about 150 degrees. So let's see how we go. I'm going to let it warm up a little bit. And let's just adjust my camera angle slightly here. So yeah, this is just working a new camera system or a new camera angle. So let's see here if we can blow some warm air in here and heat this up. Hopefully 150 degrees is not enough to melt the plastic. Although I know boiling water will tend to do that. So I'll just focus on the edge here. We'll warm it all up. We'll just sit it here and hopefully get some air flowing. Let's move our airflow right up. See if we can melt the gallium. It is starting to soften around the edges, but we want it fluid. And of course, gallium, like most metals, is a good thermal conductor, so it's taking up quite a bit of heat. I know there's some liquid gallium in there at the moment. Let's see if we can pour that out. There's a little bit there. Keep going and see what we can get. It looks like the gallium is absorbing the heat and melting and dissipating it in that fashion. There's a bit more there. Get a few more blobs of gallium out and then we might melt it with a reflow gun on this surface. See how we go. Starting to feel warm to my fingers at the moment. I dare say we'll have a big blob in a minute. There's a bit more. There's a little bit more in there. If I can just heat it up a bit more. It's solidified almost instantly. Need to just try and... I think we've got enough out to play with now. We should be able to. Got a bit of oxide sitting on the top here, so let's scrape that off the nozzle a bit and see if we can get this to move around a bit. That's gone solid again, but won't take long with this heat gun. Should be able to liquefy all of that. This is not too bad. Now I'm going to try a different zoom level here, and I'm going to headbutt with overhead gantry on my desk. Let's bring you down here. Let's see what this angle looks like. We'll come back a bit. So this is gallium. Still a solid hunk in there. It's probably not too hot, or that's just a heavy oxidized bit. I should be able to get away with putting my finger in this and leaving a fingerprint. So gallium's not exactly the most toxic of metals. So is it gonna... It's not quite gonna leave my fingerprint in here. I was hoping it might when it cools off. It could take a little while. Anyway, I'm going to pour this back in whilst it's still in its liquid state. I might have waited a bit too long. Well, I guess we can melt the rest of that off with the reflow gun. Let's get all this back in here. Hopefully I'm in the field of view of the camera. I appear to be. At this angle I actually have no viewfinder, so it's can be a bit of a problem. And I don't know how bad the audio is going to be as well. yeah. Now I do need to probably clean that tip off because gallium can be pretty pervasive in things like aluminium. That's why you're not allowed to take gallium on an aircraft. Let's go out with zoom. Alright, well this has been a quick little video just to demonstrate a camera angle. Let me know what you think. If you like this idea and the audio is not too bad, yeah, give us a comment. Let us know what you reckon. I'll see you all in the next one.